If you would like to know how to make this art journal page, then stay tuned and I will exactly show you how. Hi, here's Max, and I'm happy that you are with me again. Today I'm recycling an old book page. I'm tearing this into small pieces and then adhering them onto the page by using matte medium gel. Afterwards, I'm using small pieces of glass fiber ribbon and spreading them all over the page. This adds texture to the background and adds another feature that I will utilize later on. As usual, everything will be covered with a layer of gesso serving as basis for the colors. Unfortunately, I lost the sequence with the coloring due to some stupid mistake, and so I can only show you the colors that I applied with a baby wipe. And here's the result. Now I'm using a silkscreen stencil to apply white acrylic paint in an old handwriting. Even if the result is okay, I cannot recommend this. This is simply too thin and the paint cannot be removed properly anymore. In all the places with the glass fiber ribbon underneath, the paint will create spots. And where this does not happen, I'm helping with my brush. Inspired by the do-it-yourself mania, I do not want to wait any longer for the spring to come, but crafting it on my own. Well, and so I need some wood, which I'm creating with a hardwood background stamp. And surely every working mechanism needs some gears, and so I'm creating them with some Sizzix dies. Afterwards, all the pieces will be inked to get an old vintage look. And for this funny page, I can finally use my crazy bird stamps. But I will not use the coordinating dies because I don't want the white border around the image. Because I would like the wing to spread to the front, I'm covering it with a piece of post-it tape before inking the stamp. Then I'm stamping the part with the wing again and fuzzy cutting both of the pieces separately. And so we created a bird that holds his wings like hands to the front. But now the little guy needs some colored feathers, and so I'm coloring them with my Prismacolor pencils. And of course, true crafters needs proper safety shoes and a cap. And so here I'm sketching both of them, coloring them with the pencils before fuzzy cutting them with the scissors. Now, finally that we have all the pieces together, it's time to adhere them to the page. I'm first positioning them until I'm fine with the result. Another die-cut piece as well as a crank handle and a broomstick complete the picture that I'm fixing by taking a picture of it to remember all the places. And now I'm finally adhering and coating everything with matte medium gel to create a non-porous surface for the subsequent shading. The mechanism of our spring machine urgently needs some belts to be working properly. And so I'm first marking the lines with my ruler and then adhering package twine on top by using glossy accents. Afterwards, I'm using foam tape to adhere all the pieces that are on top. In the middle of the book, I usually cut the pieces so that they do not crumble when closing the book. The crank and the broomstick will also be adhered. But what for does he use the broomstick, you might ask? Well, it's my flagstaff, and the flag will be a little piece of cloth that I have torn and fringed the edges. I'm adhering paper underneath, but before writing on it, I'm first finishing the other stuff around. I'm starting with the shading of the gears. I'm using a brown felt marker for this, which I can smear for some seconds with a moistened finger before it gets totally permanent. And now to the quote. First I'm writing the spring onto the flag and then the do-it-yourself surrounding it. And finally we can adhere the bird's cap as well. Usually I show you the dies before, but I simply forgot, and so you see them here. What would be mixed media without modeling paste? But today I need it in black, and so I'm mixing it with black acrylic paint. Using the bubble stencil by Tim Holtz, I'm creating some contrast to the colors. You may call me a little bit picky, but wooden gears do not simply fly around. And so I fixed them to the page with some brads that look like nails and screws. Their backside will disappear between the pages once I glue them together with the next art journal page. And because I always like the little things most, the letters will get some white glow with the gel pen. The spring on the flag gets some fresh blossoms. And then the edges get some distressed look by gel pen sketches. Ah! And I almost forgot about the broomstick. This also needs to be fixed as well, and so I'm winding a rope around and tie a little bow on top. And because the video never shows it as good as a photo, here are some close-ups. And so once again, I hope you had fun and got inspired. And if so, I would love to get a thumbs up, and maybe you can also leave me a comment. If you are new to this channel, I would love to have you subscribe because it is totally free and you will be informed immediately if a new video is uploaded. If you like more inspiration, I have linked to other art journal pages. You can either click on the little videos, or if you are watching from a mobile device, use the info cards popping up now or the links in the description box below this video. But now that's all for this week. Many thanks for watching and hope to catch you next time. Bye bye!